Well, hi everybody. Welcome to another Thursday night healing circle. As most of you know by now, the purpose of this is to spread the healing energy, a sense of balance to all of us, ourselves, and everyone else on our planet, and all the other life streams that call it home, same as us. So I hope you're all ready for another half an hour or 20 minutes or so spent just sharing that energy, firstly within yourself and then everything else around us. I'd just like to take this opportunity to quickly thank Piya and Mandy for stepping in the last 2 weeks, and hopefully we'll be hearing a lot more from them over a period of time. So I guess we could pretty much almost even start. How about that for a shock? Okay. I hope by now you're all sitting comfortably in your favourite chair or someone else's chair perhaps. As long as you're there sat comfortable, peaceful, and just check your phones are turned off and anything else that may interrupt you while we're doing the meditation here. So, I take it you're all comfortable by now. Most of you have done this many times before, so it shouldn't take you long. So, assuming you're all comfortable, let's start. Let's start off by taking a nice deep breath right down into the pit of our stomach. And we can feel it in there, just glowing, radiating a beautiful healing energy, a feeling of peace and balance within you. And with each out breath, we become aware that we release some of the niggles, some of the stuff that bothers us through the day. Did I do this? I should have done that. We seem to focus on what we should have done or didn't do. Anyway, now's the time to put that to one side, to let all them go. And as with each in-breath we take, we become aware of this blue healing energy, like a ball of mist within us, gets larger. And so as it enlarges, it becomes more intense. And it begins to become a little bit active within us, like you would see a cloud of steam, perhaps, or a cloud of mist in a very gentle breeze, just moving around in all sorts of shapes, directions. And with each breath we take, we notice that this ball of mist is getting larger and larger within our very being. Then we continue to exhale any negativity within us, anything that may interrupt our thoughts and our purpose for the next 20 minutes. And as we feel the ball of blue mist within us getting larger and larger, so obviously it begins to fill our whole physical body. Starting from our stomach, it works in all directions. It works upwards through our chest, downwards through our thighs, to the knees, and it continues from our chest over the back of our head and up the front over our face at the same time until it meets at the top, at the very top of our head, at our crown. And at the same time, it continues down from our knees, down our shins and our calves, down to our feet, and through our toes, and it penetrates through the floor and down to the surface of the earth. And the blue mist, as it's reached our crown, that too begins to form a pillar, stretching upwards from our crown, up through the ceiling, the roof, up into the night sky or the blue sky, depends where you are. And as we have this vision in our mind, just call to mind any part of your physical body where you may feel any dis-ease, any part of you that is not in balance. And just focus the blue mist into those periods of your life that aren't as smooth as they should be or could be. And we also apply that to our emotional body and our mental body. We ask that the blue mist be focused on those areas also, gradually helping our body to return to a beautiful state of balance. And let's take a few moments just to be aware of those feelings within us now, as we become more and more aware of the state of balance within us. And as you are focusing on this at this point in time, just be finally aware of the last remnants of negativity within you have now dissipated and left your being. And at this time, we think of our loved ones, our family, our nearest and dearest, related or otherwise, and we invite all those people to become a part of this blue healing mist. And as they come closer towards you, you notice the blue mist begins to spread outwards from your body, covering all those that have accepted your invite. And we see ourselves and all our family and friends being a part of this blue healing mist, this healing energy. And we notice how these folks too gradually begin to come into a state of balance. And now we can go further afield and invite people that perhaps aren't our nearest and dearest, perhaps our acquaintances we know, people that we just say hello to, even strangers if you wish. Send the invite out to those folk. And we do the same again. As these extra people join us, so the ball of blue mist becomes larger, that encompasses all of us, ourselves, our relations, and our acquaintances. All of us now share the energy of this blue mist that is helping all of us, each and every one of us, to return to a state of balance within ourselves. And we project that balance out to each of us, to the world that each of us live in. And now we become aware of that blue healing mist is no longer in all directions. And as we see it, we watch it leave ourselves as it starts its journey across the surface of our planet. And gradually an image begins to form in front of us. And the image is of our planet Earth. The beautiful ball of light is now completely covered in this blue healing mist. And as it covers our planet, we think of people in hospitals and aged care establishments, clinics, anywhere, everywhere you can think of, where people go that require that extra care at this point in time. Whether it's through injury, illness, maybe just old age, all of those people are entitled and receive the blue mist. When we think of places on our earth that have suffered distress, disaster caused by nature, whether it be floods, famine, storms, anything that is a natural disaster, we ask the healing energy be there also to heal the damage caused to our planet. And by heal, I mean to help that return to its state of balance. When we think of places on our earth that are suffering through man-made actions, and the biggest one at the moment would be the Ukraine. We ask that the healing mist be extra intent over that area and all the peoples that are suffering. All the Ukrainians that have no home, have no family. We ask the healing light be on those folk to help them travel safe and peacefully along their journey, wherever it may take them to. When we think of any other places where there is physical unrest amongst the people, for whatever reason, we ask that that blue mist is very intense also in those areas to assist in trying to reach a state of balance. We think of the wildlife, the animals, the trees, the birds, every life form you can think of. We ask that the blue mist be very intense and very active in all of those areas. When we think of the waterways, the oceans, the rivers, the pollution that's in them, and our atmosphere, we ask that this blue mist encompasses everything and anything. And I'll leave you now for a few minutes to keep radiating the healing energy out. It'll continue to flow through you all the time you choose it. So just focus on that image in front of you. Continue to radiate the energy. And while you are visualizing a beautiful planet encompassed by the blue mist, just enjoy the feeling that you get as you realize that the earth is gradually beginning. It is gradually beginning to return to the energy, begins to return to its purpose. And enjoy the feeling of peace and serenity that is all around you and within you as the mist still continues to move around, spreading the energy amongst all. And lastly and finally, I'd like you to thank all of those people that joined you in sharing that energy, adding their own to it, making it more powerful. So with that, I'd like you to become aware now of your awareness returning back to your physical body in the chair. And bring back some of that healing energy with you, if you like. It's there for everybody. So I'd like you now just to perhaps rub your feet together on the floor, wriggle your toes and your fingers as usual as we go through the process of grounding ourselves so that when we get up to continue with our day, we don't feel lightheaded or we don't fall over. So just when you stand, take a moment to make sure you are grounded and in balance. And free and willing to carry on with your day. So finally, I'd like to thank you all for being a part of this, for sharing this energy. And until next week, I say goodbye with a final thank you to all of you once again, and take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and keep shining your heart light. So thank you all. Until next week. Thank you. Good night.